YouTube, how's it going? The Goat House is back. And Chris Harris Jr. is the free agent we're talking about today. A lot of teams up on the board. We're going to find out where he's going. Doing this video for a lot of free agents already up on the channel. Plenty of NFL content on the channel. Plenty more to come. Before we get started, some breaking news. That's really not breaking, but something.
They've been asking for it.
Yeah, we got a podcast. I mean, everyone go check it out. 2 episodes out. Or 3 episodes out, and more to come. Spotify, Apple, we're on.
Doesn't get
there.
better than that.
It does. I mean, yeah. And then Patreon, you get it in video form, and there's more NFL content on there. There's a link in the description in the comments for all that. And we got 2 channels. That Plus channel, it's got some extra content, some free agency content on there. Please subscribe to both. You'll click that link down below. Help us out. Got a ton of subscribers on here. We're trying to match the subscribers up, both channels. And then we have a Twitter, Instagram, daily posts, always talking football, answering any football questions on the Twitter. Last-second predictions will be on there as well. It's a must-follow. Football fan, Goat House fan, must-follow. Link down below. Chris Harris Jr. That's the guy we're talking about today. I don't know what the graphics guy's doing here. I'm gonna go ahead and call him out. I'm gonna take my own team off. I'm gonna take my Vikings off.
Thought I bet lead off.
You bet lead off, but I saw my Vikings up there. I'm taking them off. They don't have the cap space. They can clear some more. Then I guess maybe it's still gonna be too expensive. I think Chris Harris will be cheaper than some of the other options. I actually think James Bradbury, Panthers corner, will actually cost more. It sounds a little ridiculous, but that's what it sounds like. But the Vikings, at this moment, the time recording it, it's gonna be a tough task. And I think they want to go younger, more athletic route.
That always pans out.
And the cornerback position. Kind of what I picked up from what Zimmer's been saying. Younger, more athletic. So we'll see. Yeah.
Okay. Pete?
Oh, I'm going now.
Yeah, go now. He jumped me, so it goes.
So you're
Okay.
last.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to go with the Falcons.
Oh, you hate to see it.
Yeah, absolutely hates
It's a
it.
shame.
We talked about it in the Byron Jones video as well. Not much cap space. I think they would love to have another corner. They've been kind of struggling after they had some pretty good ones a couple of years ago, but I just don't think they can do it.
Here's the question with him, too. Does he play outside corner or does he play slot where he goes? You know, he was a slot corner for so long, the best in football. Played outside. I mean, he can play outside at just of a high level there, but wonder what he does. He actually played safety at one point in his career, too, but I definitely think he's better at corner. So I think different teams can do different things with him, so that's pretty interesting.
I'm going to go ahead and take the Browns off.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to take them off. Nice little young duo there that I think that you got to develop. You have to develop the young talent.
They can put him in the slot. They cut T.J. Carey, who was their slot.
That might be a nice little veteran presence with the young.
That's
with
a
the young
veteran
guns.
move.
That is a veteran move. But I don't know. I think that you're going to see the Browns kind of spend some money on offense. I don't know.
Okay.
They got an offensive-minded head coach, and they're going to kind of go that route. That's what I'm feeling.
I'm going to go ahead and take the Saints off. Taking the Saints off. They're a little limited cap-wise. They could use another corner for sure. But, yeah, we're just getting the cap teams off the board first. You know, some of these teams can make some cuts and get a decent amount of space here. But we're going to take them off the board.
This is just so hard to pick. It's just like I already have my teams in mind, so it's just like.
Well, then you can just take whoever you want.
We'll take the Dolphins out.
Okay.
All right. Why did you do that?
Reason?
Younger, more athletic.
Okay.
Younger, more athletic.
That's what
All
they
right.
need to do, you're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
And we need to actually get them off the board here.
They're there.
Game graphics guy. There we go.
I don't know. I feel like he's been frustrated being on mediocre teams. Being
So take off all the mediocre teams.
like mediocre and bad. Like he's one of those players that visibly gets frustrated when his team's bad, and it makes sense. But for that reason, I can't see him going to somebody who's not too good, young, maybe can be good. I think that you got to take. I don't know. You got to take the. Give me the Bengals off here. I know the Bengals have potential. They got cap and obviously draft position to do so, but I don't know. I see him going to an instant contender.
I'm going to take the Bears off. A little limited cap-wise right now. We'll see what they do at Leonard Floyd. That could actually, if they cut him, that actually could create a pretty good amount of cap space. So maybe, since they released Mukamara, they definitely could use another starting corner on the outside. But some things need to happen first. Some stuff and some things need to happen.
Stuff and things, yep.
Yeah, things and stuff and things.
Oof. God, this is just tough. Go with the Lions here.
Taking the Lions off. Taking them off.
I don't know why, really.
You're just not feeling
I'm
them?
just not feeling it.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and take the Jags off.
Because you're not feeling it?
Well, one, I'm not feeling it. And we kind of touched on in some other free agency videos that the Jags almost appear to be in rebuild mode at this very moment. We're recording this. That could change. But that's where they kind of seem. And I think bringing in a veteran guy won't really – it kind of doesn't make sense if you're going that route.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and take the – I'm going to take the Cowboys off. They could let Byron Jones walk and sign Chris Harris to replace him. A little bit cheaper. But I don't know if it's enough of a discount. It's gonna feel like if they do this, it's gonna feel like, well, why didn't you just spend a little extra to get your own guy back that's younger, more athletic, more potential? So I just don't see the Cowboys doing this unless it's a lot cheaper, which I don't think it will be a lot cheaper than Byron Jones. So Cowboys, get him out of here.
Okay.
We're gonna get rid of the Eagles because I have them getting someone else.
Ooh, good tease, Pete.
Whoa.
Good tease.
Well, I didn't have the Eagles getting somebody else, so I might have to bring the Eagles back. But for now, we're going to get them off the board because Pete said so.
Right. I'm going to go ahead and take the Broncos off the board.
Not going back?
I don't think he's going back. I think he's ready to be competitive. Obviously the Broncos are already in a better position this offseason so far. I don't know. I think it would be a good idea to go back. I don't know. I just don't think he does.
I'd agree with that. I don't think he's going back. Let's see. I'll take the Colts off. I think they'll spend their money on other positions. They could get better at the cornerback position, but yeah, I think they'll spend on edge rush and interior defensive line and possibly receiver. They're going to bring Costanzo back. So, we're going to take the Colts off here.
Ooh. We'll get rid of the Seahawks here.
Why, Pete?
Because keep asking. I really don't know why.
Because they're not your team. You can say
that's what I'm saying. I'm just not feeling.
You're allowed to say that.
I'm not feeling them.
That's okay. That's allowed. We allow that here. Can you go ahead and remove these skins for me?
Oh.
Because I'm not feeling them.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and take off the Jets. I think they're going to if they're going to sign a veteran, I think they can go for Byron Jones. I think it's going to be a little younger than Chris Harris. I don't think they want a guy with maybe just a few years left, kind of want maybe a little more than that, but
he's got a lot of mileage on those tires.
Yeah, a little bit. They may want to go. They don't need to go super young, so it's not like they're in like stage 1 of the rebuild mode, but and they want to keep it somewhat young. Taking the Jets off there.
Gotta pick someone else. We'll go with the Giants. I think he stays in the AFC.
Oh, I see what you did there, Pete. That was good. Go ahead and get these Raiders off.
Okay.
Because they're not in my final 2 teams.
Are these your final 2?
These are my final 2.
Well, my team, let me just get out of the way here. I like the Eagles for Chris Harris Jr. I think that's where he'll go. It makes sense to me because they could, best case they could end up with Byron Jones. He's going to cost a little more, which the Eagles can afford this year cap-wise, but future cap's a little tight. So Chris Harris is a guy you're going to sign to. You could say 1 year, but I think a 2 to 3 year deal, so it's not going to tie you up, super long term. I think they can make it work that way for the future. Obviously, some guys in current contracts that are bad for the future they could fix or cut, and I think the Eagles finally land that proven corner here, and they get Chris Harris Jr., so that's my pick.
Okay.
You make your pick over there?
You want me to make my final pick?
Yeah.
I think he's going to Houston.
Houston.
I can just see him.
You can just
Picture it. Yeah.
Him and Bill O'Brien, best buds.
Bill O.B., yeah.
Bill O'B. Take the Bills off of there.
Take the Bills off.
Give me the Raiders back in there.
Oh, two teams
Picking
brought
the Raiders.
back for the first time in history. No, I'm pretty sure that's happened before. I just want to say that.
I just love staying in the conference.
We had a three-way split on the.
Or not in the conference.
On
Sorry,
the
the division.
Might be a corner thing.
It might be a corner thing or it's a Danny thing.
It's just
Danny's
too hard
not
to
showing
pick.
up and he's not deciding the tie.
He hurts my feelings.
He's really hurting my feelings. So we got Texans, Raiders, Eagles. You guys decide. You guys are the ones that are going to be to decide in the comments. Let us know. Like the video. Check out our other channel. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, our podcast. There's a link in the description and comments for all that. Plenty of free agency content on the way. Predictions, breakdowns, grades after things happen, and then we got NFL draft coverage, of course. So join us for that. That's going to do it for this one. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.